Hi everybody, and welcome to your monthly readings by sign. Let's see who is next here. You can also check out your moon and rising sign for a more complete view of the month. We have Virgo. Welcome Virgo, happy birthday. Hope you're enjoying your month so far. So, in tropical astrology, in sidereal, we'll have the sun in Virgo by September 17th. But we do have a couple other things happening. We have September 3rd, Venus is going direct. And then we have September 15th, Mercury goes direct. And that's also the same day as a new moon in sidereal Leo at 28 degrees. It's conjunct a royal fixed star called Regulus in the heart of the lion. And then we have a full moon in Pisces happening on the 29th. So let's see what Virgo needs to know. And one more, please. There we go. All right, transformation underneath. Scorpio, change. Well, and we do have September 23rd is the autumn equinox, so that's always a time of change, release, as the trees let go of their leaves. So let's see what other changes are coming for you, Virgo, or what it's in regards to. We have the Four of Fire, Four of Wands, so home, marriage, family, perhaps. Okay. Ace of Water, Ace of Cups. All right, brand new beginning in love. This could be starting a family. Somebody's pregnant. Nine of Earth, Venus in Virgo. We have Venus in Aries. So looking and feeling very abundant this month. Radiant, glowing. Again, I get some of you are pregnant or finding out, or expanding your home, getting married, moving in with a partner. There is a, with Venus going direct September 3rd, that could be what kicks all this off or pushes this energy forward. And the Fool, brand new beginning. Okay. So yeah, there's this huge change and the Fool. So get ready to start something completely new, a new phase in your life altogether. It feels mostly like a change in your relationship status or the members of your family. Put that off to the side there. But we'll get some more information here with our astrology cards. It's blessings upon blessings. Whatever this new opportunity or adventure that you're on is full of love and support, fire, confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. Well, we do have, like I said, that new moon in Leo, fire sign, and that's on the 15th of September. The Fool, a new beginning too. It's also the beginning of a new year in the Hebrew calendar. But the fire also is a sign of Aries. We have Venus in Aries here too, and that rules the head. So new beginnings, the head of the year is what Aries is also called, as well as the beginning of this new calendar. They blow the ram's horn, which coming from Aries, the ram. So it looks like, you're charging forth with confidence, taking the ball and running with it. And I'm not lying. Underneath the deck, we have Aries here. Independence, bravery, and passion. Even if you're not in a partnership, you're not looking for that, this ace being a number one, a single, and then the Nine of Earth is typically a single card to begin with, someone who's independently wealthy. And the Aries rules the head, the ego, the identity, the self. It could be, again, kicking off this new cycle of self-confidence, going out into the world, just starting something completely new. Could be leaving your home even to travel. So you're completely just giving yourself a fresh start. Could be it as well. Let's see what your journey cards say. It's called the Journey deck, and the Fool is all about the journey. So, what messages for Virgo on their way? Okay, no, I had to flip the journey, no way. So, let's read about that. And underneath the deck, we have growing, of course. Expanded and growing. All right, I want to read about this one. We can have a hard time figuring out who we are and what we want, but at a certain point, our journey becomes a process not of accumulating more, but of removing what's obscuring our true self. We are magnetic when we're aligned with who we truly are. There, we all have that is meant for us. The journey provides us with what we need to bring ourselves into focus. Lessons, insights, allies, mirrors, everything right on time for your specific story. Look around, you already on your magnificent journey. Open yourself to it, trust it, allow your journey to guide you. The key to the spiritual journey is not acquiring something outside of yourself. Rather, it is a shedding of the veils that come back to the deepest truths of your being. Okay, so taking it back to, again, stripping things down to just the identity, which is Aries, the I am, the ego, and seeing how far you've grown by living under each of these veils. When you remove those veils is when your growth starts to accelerate. All right, so let's see your alchemy card here. I mean, it's your birthday, so you're probably treating yourself there with the Ace of Cups, self-love, or receiving gifts from loved ones. We have autumn, so I mentioned the autumn equinox, the change that is meant to happen every September 23rd as we change seasons. And the card about the journey mentioned even, shedding the veils, removing each of the veils, as like autumn releases its leaves. It comes back to the bare bones, the naked truth of what the tree is made up of. Let's see. The culmination, the broad view, or generosity is the title of this card. In alchemical terms, autumn is the denouement of Earth's grand narrative. It is the symbol of culmination, harvesting, and resolution. The story of our year finds closure, and we begin to look toward the horizons of the next one. Well, this is true for your solar year as well. It is likely this card will appear as an indicator of efforts culminating, of hard work paying off, of fruit hanging low for the taking. Gratitude and generosity are the spirit of the season, so share the wealth of your fortune. Looking back, you realize many hands and hearts have helped you along the way. Holding tight to your bounty won't do any good. The alchemist shares their wisdom and wealth. They offer their boons back to the world as part of the ongoing cycle. Be like an autumnal tree. Come to fruition and then release. That's the fruition they're speaking of here, too. The Nine of Earth, that very Venus in Virgo, wealth. She's typically pictured in a vineyard. And this is the time of year they start to harvest the grapes for the wine. So there's plenty to share. There's plenty to go around. You're feeling blessed. Like I said, if you don't have an abundance of money, you have an abundance of love to, again, show that gratitude for people that have helped you on your journey or gotten you to this point thus far. Fall is related to the earth element and the cardinal direction of the west. You may be reminded of distant relatives or ancestors. Welcome them into your harvest celebrations. This card nudges us to look at the big picture. It's a time to reflect back on the journey you've just completed. Free-form writing and sending notes of thanks serve you well. So that could be the Fool, too. They're talking about the journey that you've just completed. So you're back to zero. You're ready for the next phase. So doing things, boundless expression. Doesn't even have to be writing, but, painting, playing music, just as this person's blowing a horn. Just noodling, as they say, like on a saxophone. But yeah, just releasing a lot of things. It kind of puts you in a meditative trance to be able to reflect and reconnect on those things that you've learned in this past year. Okay, so let's take a look at your angels and ancestors. It mentions including them in your harvest celebrations. So if you feel drawn to do that, you can make a little offering on an altar, dedicate a piece of art or performance to them, being mindful of those that came before you, that gave you the position that you currently have. All right, let's see. The High Priest, intend and create. So yeah, there is a lot of creativity, and Aries are really good at that too. I mean, you're made of fire. That's the element of creation. So we have creativity, intend, create, and transform. So this is, again, a phoenix rising from the ashes. So there's a transmutation of energy here. I feel a lot of you are musicians, or you can express yourself through music, art, dance, poetry. And underneath we have mountains, stand your ground. And mention the element of earth too. I think this is more of an indicator of strong roots and security wherever you go, wherever you end up. or just the strong connection to your ancestors, to your family, energetically. All right, let's see what your archetype card is here. And the High Priest being the fire masculine energy as well. So there's a message on the High Priest card. It says, you're a bridge between heaven and earth, and it's important for you to know that you are more powerful and connected than you think. Everything you are given attention and energy to at this time is creating your way forward. There have been some setbacks, but accept these as experiences that have led you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you are being guided by the ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow, heal, and expand, and then watch it happen right before your eyes. So that's the power of the will. And that comes from a strong identity of knowing yourself. And here we have the stone, the Philosopher's Stone there. 67. So 67 is the 19th prime number, and we have the 19 here with the autumn. 19 is the 8th prime number. We have 8 being Leo, the strength card, the infinity symbol. Okay, with that Leo new moon on the 15th, I just feel that's going to be an extremely powerful time to plant seeds with the Fool, the 0 card, the portal. Here we have another portal with the journey. You're opening new doors with this new moon. So what are you going to write on? I mean, they used to write on stone tablets. We have the mountain and stone. So you are an earth element. But this is, again, like you're unmovable. You're so confident in what you're establishing. And they're even both pyramidal shaped. Some of you could have Egyptian heritage. Or past lives. Let's see what the stone has to stay. Like you're, a rock for somebody. There's stability here. And I mentioned the roots too. All right. So this is titled The Eternal, the Anchor, the Rock. As an archetypal object, the stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of performance, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us, as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go. Therefore, it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side, so no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. The stone tethers us to earth, helping to ground and connect to us to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it is likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. Okay, so let's take a look at your Making Magic cards. Water came out. We had the Ace of Water here. Work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. Wishes come true. Rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. Oh, and underneath here, I just flipped it over to shuffle it, but the Philosopher's Stone. Powerful manifestations of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy. That's what I wanted to seek anyway in this deck. So we'll put that there. So it came out. All right, so now that they're all facing the correct way, let's see if there's one more. There's a lot of fire energy with Aries fire and the Four of Wands, but then we have this nice balance with water, the Ace of Cups. All right, and then we have healing, true healing of the mind, body, and soul. All right, so it truly is a whole new chapter for you. There's definitely things that have been healed and restored that you've really let go of. They no longer weigh you down. I mean, that could be the heaviness of the stone too that's showing up. All right. Oh, Queen of the Moon card. For Virgo. Oh, all right. So we have the Void, number 1, the Dark Moon. And then we have Abundance, the Hunter Moon. So a dark moon and a white moon. And 38, 138. Could be seeing that number a lot. 138 is also related to the cycle of the Phoenix, if you're unaware of that. And we have a Phoenix here on the card. So it is a completely new cycle, rebirth, new beginning, as if the Fool and the open door weren't enough. I mentioned some of you, again, might be pregnant, and then this Queen is like holding the fox like it's her baby almost. Something was void and now it's full. Even though this is called the dark moon, it is actually a full moon, but it looks like a new moon. But to me, this again looks like the time between. And you do have a new moon in your sign on October 14th. It's the solar eclipse. Wow, so huge changes coming again for Scorpio season for the fall. Even if you don't see this change happening in September, I feel like the September new moon leading into the October new moon, that could be the full cycle where you see these massive shifts happening for you. So I'm gonna, well, this is abundance too, and that's also apparent in the 9 of coins. It's the harvest moon. It's the time, well, it's after the harvest moon, but that's right before the winter, and this is the dark moon. It's called that because it happens during the longest night of the year, or closest to that. Winter solstice, so we have the autumn equinox and the winter solstice, the last 3 months of this year. But I mean, this card is called the void, right? So speaking into the void, that's how you intend and create. You impress your will upon the void and imprint what you want. You write it in stone, essentially. You etch it into physical reality, into becoming fulfilled reality. So this card reads, your time to rest and reset is here. Release all that does not serve you. Stop resisting. The void is a time of possibility, not just darkness. There is nothing to fear in letting go of negative patterns and habits, so let go of the old. I freely release what I no longer need. While the full moon, full attractive power, gets all the publicity, the dark moon, which offers the infinite possibilities of a clean slate, is just as powerful in its own way. The dark moon often looks like just a darker piece of night sky, and in some cultures the way it appears harkens back to the idea of the void. It is a place of unknowable secrets, a state of everything and nothing, or a place to prepare or rest before moving on. To me personally, there is relieving quality about the darkest moon that allows pondering and decisions, what we can jettison before making fresh plans for the new moon, which is the next day. If you find yourself resisting the dark moon, it is usually a clear sign that you are being stubborn about letting go of something that is old and not serving you in a positive way any longer. Often that is a fear or pattern that was created to protect you in some way. However, now is outdated, yet they are still carrying it out or acting it out. Know that this moon is powerful, but is also incredibly gentle. In a way, it helps you unravel what it actually is so you can embrace the fresh start of tomorrow. Relax, reframe, and think about how much better your life will be without the bad habit, fear, or pattern. Get very clear about the possibilities of this transformation and what it will give you in real terms. This is the power of the dark moon. It is the optimum time in the cycle to release the old and cut the cords of relationships and traumas that deserve no time and attention in your present. The companion stone or metal is jet. And I was mistaken. I thought this was indicative of a full moon, but I was thinking of another card called the long night moon, which is actually the full phase. This is the new moon phase they're speaking of in this card. So focusing on those new moon times to release, especially before that solar eclipse in your sign, that's like the end. See the similarity in the cards? So this is actually a full moon card. This is the new moon. Okay, so new beginnings. All right. What else do we need to see for Virgo? Mystical Wisdom Oracle. Self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Well, isn't that exactly what the 9 of Coins is speaking of? For sure. That independence and bravery that came up in the Aries card. So you have the ability to stand on your own for sure. And underneath, just because I love this card, we have Dolphin. Don't worry, be happy. Absolutely. Release any fear, any doubt that this new beginning is exactly what your soul needs, what it came here to experience. I think there was a saying by Confucius that every human has 2 lives, and the second life begins when they realize they only have one. So that could be this rebirth, this redirection that you're experiencing. Okay. Angel cards for us, and we'll wrap it up. 3. Love. Beautiful. Well, the Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands are certainly full of love. This could be the door to your new house, too. Abundance. Well, that came out twice with the abundance card for the Queen of the Moon. And finally, discernment. Well, that just, to me, the card, it's making the right choices, the best choices in life, to redirect your path, to take a detour, or to come back to the path that you strayed from, that your soul strayed from originally upon coming here. So this is getting back on track to me with the card being animated there. All right. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Virgo. Happy birthday once again. Enjoy this beautiful season and time in your life, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.